What's going on, everybody? Blake here at Trade Tracer. As always, none of this is financial advice. Trade and invest at your own risk. This video is going to help you get prepared for this week's trading and give you some insights into how I'm reading the market and how I'm approaching this week's trading. So we have the S&P pulled up here on a daily time frame, and the first thing that I'm noticing here is, once again, price is back above the cloud, and the cloud is simply the 10 and the 50 simple moving average. So these are two moving averages that we pay very close attention to and we utilize for our trading strategy. So right here, you can see that we have a bull flag above the cloud breaking out of this previous bull flag. And we'll get into some drawings here in a second, just so you can kind of see what I'm alluding to with some levels in here. We can see we already had a trade on a break above this candle's high when we would go into uptrend. And we got that very next day on December 8th, consolidation day, and then finally on Friday, back above that trigger level, and looks like the S&P is showing some strength. And we have some upward targets of one, call it 480, 482, and 488. Simply, that's just a Fibonacci extension of this recent pullback. You'll notice a level down here, this pivotal low, 426.36. For all swing traders and long-term investors, that is what I'm using as my new quote-unquote line in the sand. So essentially, if the market were to close below this level, we would be entering, very big bear market territory, and we would be starting to look at potentially going short on the investor's time horizon, or just, completely moving to cash until we go into another uptrend. So you'll see this level on the trading playbook. Now you'll see in the emails the updated line in the sand for the S&P and the QQQ as well. So right now, S&P is looking bullish. It's looking strong. And then also, if we move to our momentum indicator, our MACD, you can see we have a fresh MACD bullish crossover. So we do have momentum on our side. We have rules to trade and a bull flag above this cloud. Now, we're not out of the clear until we can clear above the November 22nd high, which was 473.54. So above this level, I think it is, fairly high odds that we start to march up and tag some of these upward targets, considering if we're able to break out and close above this February 22nd high. So keep a close eye on that on the S&P. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the NASDAQ. NASDAQ as well looks really strong. Not quite as strong as the S&P, but this week I am looking for some of the major tech names to lead as we head into the end of the year. Apple has been a major winner for us. You can see this trigger we had back at 158. You can see we hit that trigger on November 19th, and since then these options are $25 in the money. So yeah, they have much exceeded our expectations on this Apple trade. Congrats to those who are still long. I know one of our members was up over 2,000, almost 3,000% on some of those options. Don't think he got the calls that were the options that were recommended, or the options that I'm watching at least. But nonetheless, when you get these types of price movements, if you're picking good options, they can really start to run for you. So Apple, I'm looking to continue to show strength. Google as well. I think Google, we do have a trigger on this. It hasn't triggered yet, so I'm watching Google. Facebook's going to be an interesting one. Meta. I'm watching this anchored VWAP from this all-time high, and it nicely coincides with the Thursday high. So if we can get above Thursday's high and ultimately above this 337 level, I think we could see a move higher on Facebook. But also Snow. I did post a chart on Snow last Friday. This was on our playbook for Friday. Still like it. I still like this Snow setup. If we can break above this 375, this was a previous leader and can definitely get some momentum back. So keep a close eye on that. Real quick, I want to take a look at crypto. Bitcoin is starting to move into the cloud after holding this pivotal anchored VWAP. You can see it's acted as support here, resistance here, back again as support. So this has been a very important moving average, volume weighted moving average. And if we can hold this, what it looks like we might, we're already starting to close inside that cloud again. So if we can get, a couple closes inside this cloud and make a move back above, the top of this range, I think crypto looks really good. Right now, it's kind of a do nothing trade. Same thing with Ethereum. It's got a couple important anchored VWAPs. Once again, this one is this pivotal low from September 20th. So far, holding that VWAP, we need to get really back above. Well, in reality, we really need to get back above this level here, which is, call it 4,500 on Ethereum. If Ethereum can get back above 4,500, I think we have high odds to go much, much higher. Of the two, I do probably like Ethereum a bit better. It's, closer to its previous high. Didn't pull back as much in this recent pullback. But that being said, Bitcoin is closing back inside that cloud. So got to keep an eye on both of these guys. Just to wrap up, once again, the S&P is showing some really strong movements this past week. We had a really nice reversal off the bottom of the cloud, the 50-day moving average, and then a nice bull flag above this cloud, and then on Friday breaking above the top of that range. So if we can see some continued momentum and breaks above the previous all-time high, like I said, I'll definitely be targeting some of these upward targets. On the high side, 488, 490, maybe we run past that a little bit for the S&P. Hope this video was helpful. See you guys in the open.